Finish at Southampton 1, Liverpool 2 as we progress through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We're looking to defend, and we're joined in the semi-finals by Arsenal, Newcastle, and then either Tottenham or Manchester United to face each other tomorrow evening. Now, listen, I predicted us to win 2-1. I predicted it'd be a tight game, but having watched that first half, I genuinely thought we were on our way to cruise to victory and would be able to make the early subs. And well, thankfully we were still able to make early subs and rest a few key players, but credit has to be given to Southampton for their fight back. They've been in a real rut of form lately, and they just sacked their manager, so you came into this one thinking they're going to have a bit of a bounce, home cup tie, and then go 1-2 goals down. You just go all out at that point. You've got nothing to lose, and fair play. Cameron Archer with an absolute peach of a finish to get them back into the game. And I thought the subs from them were brilliant as well, really added some energy to their game. Sugawara and Onuachu in particular really threatening for Southampton. And yeah, okay, we were maybe a little bit more disjointed by our subs, but they really came with some energy and very, very nearly squeezed something out of this one. Of course, very deep into stoppage time, they come so close to stealing that equaliser there. Brereton Diaz getting in beyond Quansah. And listen, Southampton furious, wanting a free kick and a red card for Quansah here, and I understand entirely their anger, but the thing I would say is the still image definitely makes this look a lot worse than it was. When you watch it in real time, you watch the match, they go in for a tussle. Both players are giving a bit of it to each other. The only thing I would say is Quansah, does get wrong side of him, gets that arm across the front of him, and for me, definitely a free kick. I think a red here is harsh. I don't think it's an obvious denial of a goal scoring opportunity because of the fact that they're both tussling for that same ball. I think yellow card and a free kick here is what I'd give. Maybe a slight bias as a Liverpool fan, but definitely would feel aggrieved as a Southampton fan, because that is a very dangerous position to be given a free kick in right at the death and hope to snatch something from it. So no VAR in the Carabao Cup, and unfortunately that one's a chance that's gone missing for them as a result. Getting back to Liverpool, Southampton, you should have learned from your South Coast rivals in Bournemouth, because last season in the Cup in November, they jeered Darwin Núñez for a poor touch, gave him the Andy Carroll chance, and what did he do? He cut inside and scored an absolute worldie. Today, they were jeering him, they were giving him the shit Andy Carroll chance as well, and what does he do? He scores. Learn. Even more impressive than the goal itself was this build-up and this piece of skill here from Trent Alexander-Arnold in particular. It actually started with some really sloppy defending from us and passing around the back. Comes to Keller, who gives a real hospital pass to Trent in between those two Southampton players. With the first turn, he loses the first defender and then takes this ridiculous touch around the outside of the second to just leave them in his wake. Ping an absolute beautiful pass into Núñez. Gets a bit of luck because it takes the deflection off Bednarek, which just kind of propels it a little bit more, almost like one of those mobile video games which just bounces the item further along. And then Núñez, clean through on goal, gets his finish. I can't lie, he looked just as nervous as us Liverpool fans probably were watching to see if he was going to finish it. Thankfully he did. Quick shout out for Keller as well, man. I know it was a game where he probably didn't have a huge amount to do, but as Southampton came back at us in that second half, built that fight back, managed to get 4 shots on target in the end, he's had to make 3 saves from those. And one huge one here in the 61st minute or so from Cameron Archer. Brilliant reaction save from him. And then again, I think 89 minutes, he makes one to stop Brereton Diaz. Would have been offside, but still, it's just the quick reactions this guy has in games where we're largely in control. It's just staying alert, staying sharp, and again, he just solidifies that position as one of the best number 2 goalkeepers about at the moment. Finally, a man of the match performance from the incredible Wataru Endo, who won more tackles and more duels than anyone else on the pitch. Really brave performance from him, just doing what he does best, getting stuck into people. And listen, I mean, he actually makes one mistake where he gives the ball away with a sloppy pass, and then Southampton broke from that to create their only goal of the game. But otherwise, a really good showing from him. Just another confidence boost for him, and hopefully it's done enough to earn him a few more minutes. I'd love to see this guy just getting rotated in a bit more. Grav has played so many minutes, and we have a great alternative here in Endo.